Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of How to Use Guys with Secret Tips, a South Korean romantic comedy from 2013. Now, if you've been a subscriber to this channel for a while, you know that I love my Korean rom-coms, and this is a big one from recent years. So early in this film, we meet our protagonist, an assistant director for commercials, who is rather awkward in her interactions with men, both in the workplace and in her personal life. And one night, she comes across a mysterious stall on the beach, and it's selling instructional videos, which is quite odd. So she purchases something called the Man Manual, an instructional video that allegedly helps awkward girls deal with guys in both romance and business. So she studies the video and implements its strategies with great success. But her life becomes complicated when a problem occurs with one of her commercial shoots, and she is assigned to convince the actor to do it all over again because they screwed it up, which sets into motion our main romance of the film. So I really think there's a lot to like about this movie. This is one of the most purely funny romantic comedies I've seen in recent years. I laugh out loud a lot while watching this one. The humor is very sharp and witty, which I greatly prefer over romantic comedies that use disgusting sex jokes or, things that are meant to gross you out. There was a Korean rom-com from the early 2000s called Sex is Zero, which had some pretty disgusting scenes that I did not appreciate. So thankfully, this movie doesn't do that. And it de-emphasizes dumb slapstick humor as well for the most part. And you don't have people falling all over themselves, in this film either. So How to Use Guys with Secret Tips avoids those kinds of jokes because the script is very precise in its use of humor. Meaning that it kind of hits you with a plethora of well-written, thoughtful comedy and mostly avoids dragging out its jokes for too long. And even when it does reference sex, it does so in charming ways. There are also a lot of visual gags in this film because there are many clips from the Man Manual itself that are fun to watch. Remember, this is like an instructional video that this girl watches, so the viewer watches it with her at times. But even outside of like the videotape footage that it shows, there are supplemental visuals that are used in creative ways. So if she's interacting with a guy, there might be like an illustration next to her from the manual for the viewer to I guess compare how she's doing and how she's interacting with the other characters. There's even like charts and graphs that are used that are measuring her success in these types of situations. So it's very different, but it's also quite funny. And of course, having Si-Young Lee in the lead role is a huge positive for me. She was previously from Couples from 2011, which I have a review on my channel. Probably my favorite romantic comedy of all time. And she's awesome in How to Use Guys with Secret Tips as well. Some actors just kind of have that X factor, and this woman has utterly fantastic comedic timing that always makes me laugh. There's just something about her timing and how she delivers her lines. It's just really, it works. It makes me laugh. Her facial features are very entertaining because they're very expressionistic, but they're not annoying. It doesn't look like she's faking it. It looks like she's naturally being expressionistic, which is, it's kind of a talent that you don't see very often. A lot of times, in comedies, when people start being expressionistic and getting wild, they overdo it. This actress doesn't do that, which is very impressive. I'm not sure how she does it. She's a real talent, and I hope that she does comedy more often in the future because her acting style is perfect for films like this. All of the technical aspects of this film are very impressive, especially the editing. Especially when they're mixing in all the different instructional video charts and stuff while they're doing stuff, and the way scenes transition and how they're shot. It's really fun and energetic. Pacing is very brisk. I was impressed with the energetic direction and camera work enough to actually look up the director of this film because the name didn't ring a bell. And this is the same man. His name is Won-Suk Lee, and he's the same guy who gave us The Royal Tailor from a few years ago, which was also a really good movie. So he only has 2 movies in his filmography, and they're both really good. So I need someone in the Korean film industry to give this guy more movies to direct, because he's very talented. Whatever he does next, I'm there. I'll be excited, but he's got nothing on his plate right now, it seems like. There's really not much to complain about regarding this movie. You know, it does throw in some serious romantic sections during the last like 15 to 20 minutes before the finale. A lot of romantic comedies do this. I don't always agree with it. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with keeping things light the whole way through, but you know, it's not a problem per se. And you know, I do think the romance in this film works better when it's portrayed in a lighter tone. But you know, overall, it wasn't a terrible flaw or anything like that. I just felt like it got maybe a little too serious for its own good, maybe in a little section there. The characters really are not that complex, nor is their relationship, but they're very likable and very fun to watch. Like I said, this is a romantic comedy that focuses a lot on the humor aspect of it, and it knocks it out of the park, which I'm fine with. In terms of pure entertainment value, How to Use Guys with Secret Tips is really good stuff. It's a movie that I rewatch frequently, and I expect to keep watching it frequently in the future. It's currently available on Region 2 DVD. I think that might be the UK release, with English subtitles, and it's also on Amazon streaming in the United States. And as always, I'll see you next time.